What's up, y'all? This is your boy Chris. This is the introduction to video game determination. Special shout out to Angry Video Game Nerd, Metal Jesus, and RGT85. Without y'all doing this YouTube stuff, video gaming, I would never do this. Always been a gamer ever since back in the day, way back in the 90s, whatever. And since the YouTube thing just blew up all of a sudden, I decided I wanted to get into it. So what y'all inspired me the most, let's get into it. Let me show y'all the consoles I'm working with. Alright, we're gonna start off with the Retron Hyperkin Sega Genesis. Alright, and then we're gonna start with the Super Retron Super Nintendo. Alright, and then we're going to start with the, I think it's called Generation X, in which plays the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo. And we're going to open this box up so y'all can take a look at it. And you got to remember, all these is up to date with the HDMI with great audio. So these actually play better than the old consoles. And if you don't believe me, you can get one for yourself. I test ran it for hours. I'm gonna open this up so I can show y'all. All right, this is how it look. All right, look just like that. All right. And the controller. You got the controller right there. Alright, let's go on to the next console. Alright, you got the classic Xbox. The big fat one that came out in 2000 and something. And then we got the classic Xbox One. Alright, I had the Xbox Series X. I sold that to my friend, you know, because he couldn't get the console, and I sold that to him. So I was all about the 4K TV. You don't necessarily need to get the Xbox Series X to get the full effect. You get the 4K TV, spend that extra $300 some or $500, and they bring your console out. So I sold it and got rid of it, but it was an experience camping out at GameStop just to get that. Now when the Xbox Series X2 come out, or the PlayStation 6, that's the next big dog console that y'all want to get, because that's going to be some serious stuff. That's going to change the gaming world. All right, and then we got the Panasonic 3DO. Now this is rare. This is one of the expensive consoles that ever came out, the USA version. All right, that's how the controller look. 3 button. They actually have 4 and 6 buttons. And then we got the classic Sega Saturn Model 2. Not Model 1. Model 1 has the little gloss in it with the buttons and stuff. But the Model 2 runs pretty much better. But the first one looks better, but the Model 2 runs better. So I had to go with the Model 2 on this one. They fixed the bugs and stuff that they didn't fix on the Model 1. Alright, now let's get into the controllers. Alright, we got the classic Sega Saturn controller. Let's see. Alright, we got the classic Sega Saturn controller. Alright, and then we got, let me see, the Sega Saturn, what you call this controller? See, this one came out with the Nicer Dream, so this was like a limited edition controller, in which that's versatile on certain games. And so this is a good solid controller. It's actually the invention of the Dreamcast controller that I'm about to show y'all in a little bit. And this one is another one. This is a Eclipse Sega Saturn controller, in which that's very perfect for Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. All right, then we're going to get into the Nintendo 64. All right, in which that's a classic also. It just didn't live up to its name, but they had some great bangers, especially Killer Instinct Gold. That was one of the best games that ever came out for the Nintendo 64. And of course Mario Kart 64. It wasn't that many great games. Oh, I forgot it. Can't forget about GoldenEye. GoldenEye, that's one of the best shooters ever. To this day, it still holds its name, GoldenEye, for the 64. So, but like I said, those top games, that's what you want to get if you want to get the Nintendo 64. My Nintendo 64 was working. I don't know what happened to it. A part went out on it, and then now it's not working. So we got the classic Sega Dreamcast, and that's a great console. Like I say, they just pulled the plug when the PlayStation 2 came out, and I think, my opinion, the Sega Dreamcast was just an outstanding console, solid console ever, to this day. Like I said, my opinion was what messed up when PlayStation 2 had the disc with the DVD drive, in which that was rare with the DVD and the game console. Besides the Panasonic 3DO that broke in, but which was too expensive at the time. Now PlayStation 2 just outsmarted the Dreamcast, and which the Dreamcast did come out with a DVD, but there was like an import that was attached to it that can play I think it was actually PlayStation 2 and Dreamcast games, in which that didn't live up to the hype. But that was my opinion. The DVD basically what killed the Dreamcast, and also the Madden, because the Madden game, everybody wanted to play the PlayStation 2 on the Madden, and that would basically, my opinion, which killed the Dreamcast. But then that Sega Genesis is my favorite console out of any console to this day. Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, I'm a Sega man. Sega Genesis all day long, 24/7. All right, so that's my consoles. And we'll get back to the next footage.